What an eventful day. Uh, Started off waking up from Penang, hoping to catch the 7:30 train from Butterworth to Kuala Lumpur. The intention was obviously to stop at Kuala Kangsar for a few hours before heading to Kuala Lumpur. So I got to Butterworth at 7:30, just literally like 5 minutes left. Went to the ticket counter, and I was told by the lady that the next available train was at 6 p.m. So she said the trains at 7:30, 12:30, 3:30, they were all booked, and I had to wait till 6 p.m, which was rubbish, because I remember even in Kuala Lumpur they were saying to me that the train can get packed, and a lot of the time the train was half empty, a lot like England. Anyway, so I then said, okay, let me go to Kuala Kangsar. When's the next train to Kuala Kangsar? And ironically, the same train that's going to Kuala Lumpur for 7:30, she went, oh, there's a space there to go to Kuala Kangsar, but only to Kuala Kangsar. I went, okay, let me go to Kuala Kangsar then. So the same train that had no space suddenly now had a space for me to take a seat. So I took a seat, and then when I was on it, I was so tempted just to go to Kuala Lumpur. I just thought, you know what, I never had great expectations or any expectation for a Kuala Kangsar. I mean, why bother going there? Why not just go straight away to Kuala Lumpur and just, get back to the academy as soon as possible? So there was part of me that was thinking, shall I go to Kuala Kangsar? Shall I go all the way to Kuala Lumpur? What shall I do? Anyway, when Kuala Kangsar came along, I just thought, you know what, fuck it. Let's just spend a few hours. I'm not going to get this opportunity. Who knows when I'm ever going to come back to Malaysia. Let's just make the most of it and stop. So I stopped. As soon as I got off, I was the only person to get off the train, and the exit was blocked. And then there was one guy in the platform. One guy who was one of the staff said for me to come along up the stairs and he'll unlock it for me, which he did. As he did, he was telling me, I asked him when was the next train to Kuala Lumpur from Kuala Kangsar in the afternoon. He mentioned there's one at 12:30 and there's one at 3:30 or 3:25. And I went to him, okay, I'll get the 3:25 one. Where do I get the ticket? Showed me the ticket counter. When I went to the ticket counter, the guy said to me, oh, the 12:30 is booked, the 3:25 is booked, you have to wait till 4:45. And I went, hold on a second. In Butterworth, they said to me that I had to get the 6 o'clock one, which would have meant that the next available train in Kuala Kangsar is 7:30. Yet you're telling me there's two available well before then, and they're supposed to be booked, and now there's another one suddenly available, and I have to wait for that one. Anyway, the guy had a smirk on his face, and it was just a power play from both of the people, both from the Butterworth people as well as him, and he essentially just said to me, either get the 4:45 one or get the one at 11 o'clock in the night. That was his sort of threat. So I went, okay, just give me the 4:45 one then. So I got off, got out of Kuala Kangsar, tried to get a taxi. I've been getting Grab, I've been using the Grab application app, to get taxi. I had no problem at all. Suddenly Grab wasn't working in Kuala Kangsar. And I thought, God, this place, what is this place? It seems to be bad news for me. Every single time, even the thoughts of coming here, even now trying to walk around, I'm struggling for everything. So a little bit peed off, I decided to walk, and I walked and I walked and I walked for about 5 hours. Within that 5 hours, honest to God, it's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. What started off as a nightmare has been changing to heaven. I mean, Kuala Kangsar has hardly any attractions. The 4 or 5 attractions that Kuala Kangsar has is literally within half a mile of each other. So within a space of an hour, you can see everything. But where the magic of Kuala Kangsar lies is in the city or the town itself. I mean, all I can say about Kuala Kangsar, and the biggest compliment I can pay it, is before coming here, I was convinced that one day I'd buy a holiday home in Malaysia and it'd be Putrajaya. Putrajaya blew my mind when I saw the pictures. It blew my mind after I went to Putrajaya, and I was convinced from my recent visit to Putrajaya that's the place for me to not retire in, But if I take 2-3 months away, holiday from England to Malaysia and Bangladesh, that'd be the place, number one place that I want to stay. Having walked in Kuala Kangsar for the last 5 hours, I'm not so sure anymore. I think Kuala Kangsar is the place for me. It is stunning, beautiful, beautiful place. Very big roads, amazingly spacious houses, beautiful acres of land, nice coconut trees, palm trees, lovely Prek River. This river that's behind me, that goes throughout the whole town itself, flows through the whole town. People are wonderful. It has a feel a lot similar to North Wales. When you go there, it's not a major city, it's not a village, it's a cross between the two, but it's just incredibly peaceful. It's a type of place where sort of time sort of stops. So even though there are a lot of cars, there's fairly a lot of people, especially on motorbikes, young people, old people, a lot of families. It's a type of place where you don't make an appointment to see somebody. You just say to them, well, you know what, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, or I'll see you tomorrow night. There seems to be no concept of time here. That's how relaxing it is. The houses, the venues. It's not an event-based place. It's not somewhere if you're looking to be very sporty, if you're looking to do a lot of things. If you're on a fast pace like this, it's definitely not the place. But honest to God, it's just stunning beyond belief. The settings, before coming to Kuala Kangsar, you go through all this wonderful fertile land, a lot like Bangladesh, where there's agricultural land with a lot of farmers working on them, flat land, rural land, and then you've got wonderful villages, then you've got the hills in the background, and then you go away from Kuala Kangsar to Taiping, Penang, and it has a similar approach as well. The only thing I'll say that Putrajaya has over Kuala Kangsar is that it has close proximity to Kuala Lumpur. If you wanted to go to Kuala Lumpur, it's only 25 minutes away. Kuala Kangsar is 2 hours, 3 hours drive away from Kuala Lumpur and any major city as such. But it's such a wonderful, wonderful place. It's melted my heart, and I would happily retire here. Again, the choice is between Putrajaya and Kuala Kangsar, and Putrajaya has a bit more urbanized life, a bit more close proximity to everything, the airport, Kuala Lumpur, to badminton academies. Kuala Kangsar is all the way away from all that. But just for a peace of mind, and just to come here and to stop your brain from going so fast, and just to enjoy the air and enjoy life. I cannot think of a better place in Malaysia than Kuala Kangsar, and it's been 5 amazing hours where I thought to myself, if only my family was here, if only a few of my friends were here, people who mean a lot to me in UK, I wouldn't go back to UK, and I strongly believe in that. That's how strongly I feel. I'm gonna miss it. I don't know why. I feel quite emotional in this place. I feel it's a very bizarre feeling. It feels like a place where I should be, where I want to be. I love Bangladesh. I love my villages. My maternal village, Soitpur, is probably the most gorgeous village and the most heartfelt to me, because I was raised there. My mother was there. Sharfara, because that's where my father's side of the family is, and that's where hopefully one day I'd like to connect with. But as far as strange places go, places that will always have a beautiful place in my heart, Putrajaya will be one of them, but Kuala Kangsar will definitely be one of them. And 5 hours, you shouldn't feel like this for a place in 5 hours, but that's how I do. And it's a royal town. It deserves to be a royal town. It's a place fit for kings, place fit for people who just want to enjoy life and take it easy and go at a steady speed and just just enjoy living. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart, Kuala Kangsar. What started off as a nightmare has been a wonderful, wonderful memory, and it's definitely 5 hours that I'll definitely cherish. And God willing, inshallah, one day I'll come back here, and I'll come back here for much more longer than that. That I promise you. Yeah, so yeah, thank you. I'm sorry for being so emotional.